Hey there, beautiful souls. This is your September monthly general intuitive tarot reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. I just want to start right off the top by saying thank you to all of you who have subscribed to this channel, because this channel can't exist without you guys. And I'm so grateful that you guys come, you subscribe, and you keep coming back to listen to my videos. I really am truly grateful for you. So I just want to get that out there first and foremost. And if you're new to this channel, hello and welcome. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe you haven't subscribed yet, maybe because you're new, or you have been coming here but you've never subscribed yet, then what are you waiting for? Because it's free, right? It doesn't cost anything. So, and it doesn't even take time to subscribe, right? It takes a quick second. There's buttons at the bottom of the screen. There's even a subscribe one on the right-hand side, and should be in the right-hand corner. You should see the little word subscribe and the little YouTube symbol there. So just click either of those and subscribe away. It takes a second. Now, while you're at it, if you really like these videos and you want me to do more, then click the like button, because that tells YouTube you do want to see more of these things. You want more videos. It lets the algorithm know to push it out and gets the messages out to other people as well. All right? Now, before we get started, I just want to talk a bit about in the description box this month at the bottom, there is a link to my Instagram and my Facebook page. I am actually now both on those platforms. They're both at Universal Wisdom Tarot. So, I would love for you to join me over there. I put other things over there that I don't put over here. So it would be so nice to interact with you over there as well. So join that. And then also in the description box this month, there is a link to an online magazine which interviewed me a few months back. And so if you're interested in reading a bit more and getting to know who I am, getting to know why I do this, and maybe even if you want to see what I look like, I know you can't see me here, but there's probably a picture of me in that interview. So there's a link there as well, and you can check out that interview if you're interested. All right. Now, as always, just remember, messages don't always resonate for everyone. Take what does, leave the rest. This is a general intuitive tarot reading. It is for the collective. So just, as I said, take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. All right, let's jump into some of the key highlights astrologically, some astrological aspects this month. And I'm going to start right away on the top of the month on September 1st, when Uranus will station retrograde in Taurus. So what does that mean? That means that it's slowing down, and it's going to start its retrograde. And to understand what that energy would be like, or what that energy is all about, you need to kind of understand what happens to Uranus when it goes forward. So once you understand that, then you can understand the retrograde energy. So for those of you who don't know, Uranus is about sudden, unexpected changes, right? It rules freedom. It's about radical people, radical ideas. It's about revolutionary events. It upsets things that are established structures. So let me give you an example. If you were somebody at the beginning of this year that said, let's say beginning of January, said, you know what, 2024 is the year I'm going to do it, whatever that means for you. And I'm going to put a plan in place, and I'm really going to stick to it this year. Okay? But then maybe along came Uranus, who threw a whole bunch of monkey wrenches at you, because those are the unexpected sudden changes, right? So now that it's going to go retrograde, that means that that energy is backing off. So it's not going to throw monkey wrenches at you. It's not going to give you those sudden changes. So this is an actual time to harness your true potential and get yourself back on track. Now, this retrograde is going to be for the rest of the year. So this gives you lots of time to get back on track and finish those things that you want to finish. Take advantage of that time and really start steering yourself back on your path, if you will. All right. Okay, so what's next that I want to talk about? There are 3 squares that I'm going to highlight this month, and they all actually occur within a series of let's say 7-8 days. So it's going to be quite intense because squares are intense energy. And we have a square that occurs on the 3rd of September, which is a Mars-Neptune square. Then on 4 days later, on the 7th, we have a Mercury-Uranus square. And then on the 10th, we have the moon squaring Saturn, all right? So let's talk about these. The first, which is Mars-Neptune square, this can make you feel like you're lacking focus. And if anything is really, really demanding on you, you're probably going to need time away from it because you're going to feel a little bit drained, okay? And it's interesting because I feel like with this energy and the energy I'm going to talk about after I talk about the squares, it's kind of been coming out in the readings for the signs that I've done so far. So, it's very possible it'll come out for you too. But this energy of feeling drained seems to be will be quite prevalent for a lot of people. Okay, so just chill out that day, maybe get some rest. Okay, now on the second square, which is the September 7th one, which is between Mercury and Uranus, your mind could potentially be feeling like it's all over the place and it's difficult to get it under control. Okay, so just, words of wisdom here are don't box yourself in mentally, let your mind flow, all right? And then the 10th of September, which is the Moon-Saturn square, this could feel like it's weighing more heavily on you. And it might, I just say give yourself some breathing room, okay? Because especially if you have to make important decisions where you need to do things that are very key and require you to analyze something or whatever. I just say, if you need to make a decision or look at something and do some kind of analysis, just look at it from a different approach or take a different approach, okay? And what else do I want to talk about? Yeah, sorry, everything's all over the place here. All right, so then lastly, I want to talk about the moon, the full moon that's on September 18th. Now, this is a full moon. It's also a supermoon. You may have heard somebody call it the harvest moon. That's because it happens in September. And it is the first of 3 supermoons we have this year. But what's really interesting about this full moon is it's also a partial lunar eclipse, all right? So during that lunation, the sun in Virgo will oppose the moon in Pisces, right? Which could shed some light on your subconscious feelings, all right? So, as you're navigating that type of energy, I'd say, you're looking inward might actually help you to reveal certain feelings that you've kind of put in the back of your mind, things that you're saying, no, not going to deal with that, I'll deal with that later, things you've ignored for a long time, feelings that you've ignored for a long time. But now's the time to actually have to face them. But I would also say what's more important is that you try and cut ties with those feelings if they are holding you back, right? If they're the reason that you don't advance is because of these feelings, then cut them off, all right? But face it. You have to face it and to cut something, all right? Okay. That's interesting. Someone's got the Eight of Cups. What did I just say? Walk away, cut it, break off, all right? All right, so that's definitely strong for somebody because that card just flew out. All right, so let's dive now into your tarot. That's it for the astrology, but let's dive into your tarot messages, my friends. And I'd like to give thanks to the angels, spirits, guides, the universe for the messages they provide and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Leo seekers. So let's get 4 cards for the month of September for Leo. Okay, all kinds of cards trying to pop out here. 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. It's beautiful. Okay. All right. Lots of feelings on this table, Leo. Lots of emotional energy on this table. But really an energy of feeling very fulfilled, filling your heart, filling your soul. And I kind of feel like you are trying to satisfy, I want to say, your creative spirit. All right. I'm feeling this for some people out there, and so I'm going to say that. For others, you're filling your holes, your emotional holes, where you are trying to get back to being with people and people you care about. You have the 3 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, the Ace of Cups. This is all a suit of emotions, high emotions. And for a lot of it, it's love related, right? Being with the people that you care about, being with friends, being with family. A 10 of Pentacles as well is the card of family. It's the card of, being with a greater family, maybe not just your own personal family, but maybe with cousins and aunts and uncles and grandparents, and just seeing people this month or spending time with people this month where it actually feeds your soul and can actually give you a break from everything else that's been going on in your life. I'm feeling that you're having this very calm feeling. The 6 of Cups gives me that wonderful calm feeling where you're having these moments of nostalgia, right? Where you are looking back or feeling, this feelings make you feel like something from the past, something that felt very fulfilling, something that felt very heart-centric is what I want to say. And as I said, I'm kind of feeling like somebody is really doing this through their creative abilities. Now, if you're somebody who is very creative, I think you're going to dive this month much more into your creative spirit, okay? And I'm just passing out the messages that I'm getting here. We'll clarify them in a minute, but I want to get them out. Your emotional feelings here are tied to this creativity. So, for example, people who are very creative, let's say, they express their emotions through their creative skills. So, for example, you might be a musician, and if you've been a musician, then comes out in your music and comes out in your lyrics. I feel that you are definitely going to be revealing your musical talents if you've never revealed them before. If you haven't really, this is a time to start developing them. But if you are a very, very creative person, this is the time that you're going to excel and that you are going to maybe extend your creative spirit a little bit. And I feel like you're going to, and what I mean by extending it is, I feel like you're going to be, moving into other things, right? So, let's say you're a musician, but you go, oh, I always wanted to paint. So you go start a course, or you take a class, or you enroll in some kind of something that will give you, that allows you to broaden your horizons and satisfy that creative need that you have this month. Okay? Now, for somebody else, and I don't know who it is, sometimes, cooking is like that. So cooking is, in a way, for many people, also a way of getting out their creativity, because, you don't have to necessarily follow a recipe, but you might be like, maybe you're making up your own recipes here, okay? And you are or experimenting with a recipe and throwing something else in it. And I feel like that is really a way for you to awaken something in you that is like a skill, but it's also a bit of creativity in there. So if you have culinary skills, or you always wanted to cook, or you feel like you want to try it, and that's in a way a bit of creative spirit. So I just want to throw that out there for somebody. It doesn't have to be musical, painting, sculpture, whatever. There's lots of ways to be creative, but I'm feeling a lot of creativity around you this month, Leo, and I'm feeling that you're going to take advantage of that this month. Let's start to clarify these cards a little bit. Let's clarify that Three of Cups. Clarify the Three of Cups, please, and thank you. Truly grateful for all your messages. Yeah. Okay, so right off the bat, you have this Nine of Cups, right? So I feel like for many of you, this is a wish that you've had, that you want your wish fulfilled. You wanted to spend time with people. You wanted to maybe learn this new instrument. You wanted to learn how to paint. You wanted to take up pottery. You wanted to get one of those wheels. You've always wanted to do this, but you want to share this with people. That's the other thing that I'm feeling, is that this wish is in a combined thing with other people. So maybe you want to take a class. Let's say you want to take a pottery class, and you're fulfilling this creative spirit, but at the same time you're meeting people because you're in a class and there's other people there, so you talk to them. So you're socializing and bonding with these people. At the same time, you're fulfilling this wish, this thing that you love to do. Okay? So I also feel like this is a good way to relieve any stress that you may have been feeling, and feeling that you really just want to kind of take it, just take it things with, and let things go with the flow. I feel like you're kind of just looking out there and saying to yourself, what can I do? What talents do I have? What talents, okay, and you might say to yourself, okay, well, I don't have any talents, but you probably do. You just don't know you do, or you just haven't evaluated the situation, all right? So if you actually sit there and you say to yourself, oh, I would love to just draw. I don't have to paint, but maybe I just want to draw. Or maybe I want to be a cartoonist. I've always wondered how they did that. You're kind of assessing things and saying to yourself, what potential do I have here creatively, right? What looking at the horizon and saying to yourself, what will make me feel awake, right? What will be that thing that makes me feel creative, right? As I said, for some of you, you're going to be experimenting with different things. So as I said, you might do one thing. Like I said, maybe you're a musician, but you've never cooked and you wanted to experiment with cooking, right? So you're going to be looking at different mediums, different ways to do this, different things that might excite you. You're actually open to it now, which is a really great thing, because sometimes we're not always open to that thing, because sometimes we let our heads get in the way, our logic get in the way, and go, no, I can't do that because I don't draw straight lines, so therefore I can't be an artist. Not true. You have to try. You have to try, and if you don't try, you don't know what skills you actually have, okay? But it is actually a good way to relieve, as I said, a lot of stress for people, is to get into something that takes your mind off. This is what I want to say. It takes your mind off of the logic of your life, I want to say. And I feel like even, what do they call those books? They have these coloring books. People have these coloring books, and they're just these mandalas where they're just designs, and they're kind of, it's all equal, whether it's left, right, up, or down, right? It's all beautiful little designs. And sometimes just coloring, right, is a way of being creative. You don't have to draw it, but if you color it, then you allow your color expression to come out. And even that is a very, very relaxing thing. Lots of people do that. Lots of people who, use their brains a lot, in their day to day, and they're constantly having a lot of taxing things on their logic or their mind. Maybe by day they're lawyers, and then at night they go in and color, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right? So it's a way for you to release something here. I really feel there's a strong sense of release. Now, I will say also with this Six of Cups, this Ten of Pentacles, I'm getting a very strong family feeling, all right? Now, I feel that for some of you, this is your way to relieve your stress. I don't, hasn't come out yet, but I'm getting a sense of feeling that you might be traveling to visit family. We're going to clarify this in a second, so let's just try. Tell us about the Six of Cups, please. Yeah, I think you're debating it a little bit right now as to whether or not you should, or at least somebody's debating right now whether or not they should be going to visit family, whether they should be going abroad. I think there's somebody this is a very strong feeling I'm getting, so again, it might not be for everybody, it could just be for a couple of people out there. If you have been debating whether or not you take a trip and you go abroad, I'd say this is a really good time to do it. For a lot of people, they're kind of feeling like this is sort of the last opportunity maybe to travel abroad. So I would say definitely don't hesitate to do this if this is what you've been mulling over in your head, because I do feel it'll provide you that mental break you need, even if it's not a creative thing that's providing you the mental break. You need that mental break. You need to release. You need to let go of the world, of your material world situation. And you need to just go out and be with, whoever. Go out and take advantage of, still sunny, nice days if you live in the northern hemisphere, some beautiful weather that comes with the month of September. Get out and travel a little bit. Just, choose a, good place you want to go to and get out there and do that while you have the opportunity to do so. I'm really feeling that you're debating whether or not you should do this, but I do feel like this is something that you are going to be very happy that you did later. When you look back on it later, you're going to say, oh, I'm so glad I went there at that time. Like I got it off my bucket list, or I'm glad we went because you can't go there now, right? Sometimes, with the situation of the world, sometimes we can't travel to certain places, or just because, danger or whatever. But I do feel like for somebody out there, they need to get it out there. And there's your Six of Cups again. So it's certainly telling me that you need to do this, okay? As I said, for somebody out there, there is definitely an opportunity to travel, enjoy those days, let go of the stress that you've been carrying, support. I feel there's this kind of this is also supporting your family in some way, because I feel like they kind of need this as well, right? Now, so maybe you do it as like a family trip, right? Somebody needs it and the family needs it. You'll be able to get together, do something together. Maybe you even travel abroad to see other family members because, they haven't seen you for a very long time and they've been dying to see you, right? So that's also good for them. It's good energy for them. It's good energy for you. And I do feel like you're going to have this energy for your family, even if you don't have energy, because that's why you've been doing this creative need, because there is also an element here of rest that I'm feeling for you, Leo. So let's clarify this Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there's your travel card right there. Moving, going off on this trip, doing what you need to do. By all means, do it. You're going to be well protected. You are blessed. So if you are worrying that, well, maybe we shouldn't go there because it's not a really good time, or you hear bad things about the place that you want to go to and you're worried about it, I wouldn't worry. I think it's just time for you to do this. I do feel that very strongly. Let's continue to clarify that Ten of Pentacles. It's one of those memories you're going to have for like a very, very long time. That's what I'm feeling off of this Ten of Pentacles as well, right? It's one of those family memories that you carry with you, and the family will carry that with them as well. See, there's the Sun card, so you can definitely say there's positivity here in this decision that you're going to make to get out there. Definitely, I would say it's really, really good time. And I have to say, if you've been putting this off for a long time, like, don't put it off anymore, right? I really think that you're one step ahead of whatever, is the timing related to where you're going. Star card as well, so that's positivity and abundance. Light is shining down on you, whether it is the sun or the star, and those are two very beautiful cards. So I do feel like doing this for you and your family is the right step. All right? Now let's clarify the Four of Swords. I do feel a bit of, you needing the break from the stress, the need to be creative, the need to travel, the need to release, let go, and, really just kind of look to the new dawn. That's what I want to tell you. The new dawn will be when you come back, or you take this creative break and you just let go of everything. Then that new dawn can shine for you, that can show up for you. So you will be refreshed again with this. Yeah, don't put it off. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't put this off, whatever it might be. Don't put off the travel. Don't put off the, I'm gonna take this class, or don't say, I'll do it next year. I always said I wanted to, I've always wanted to learn how to, play the guitar, but I'll put it off for next year. No, don't do it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You need this. You really need this to revive your spirit. You really need this to bring back your curiosity. You really need this to bring back your abilities to then come back to whatever else is going on in your life and get back to the logic and get back to the using your head. Okay, but you need this break now. Okay, let's pull for you now a message from the Oracle It's the Quantum Oracle. I'm just going to pull the book here so that I can read to you from the book. So let's get a final message for our lovely Leo seekers. Final message for Leo. Look at that. Final message for Leo for the month of September. Okay. Message for Leo, please. Final message for Leo. Okay, you got it's number 8 of this section called Energy, and it says Stuck Energy. And I'm going to read to you from the book. So, as I said, maybe you are feeling stuck. Maybe you're feeling you need this break. Maybe you need this change. Maybe you need to, travel. Maybe you need to, just do creative things for a while and get out of your head. I'm going to read to you, so let me find. This is the energy section. This book is divvied up in weird ways. Stuck Energy, there it is, page 80. All right, I'll read to you from the book, and it says, an old-fashioned truck stuck deeply in the mud, clearly not going anywhere. A frustrated man sits on top, trying to discern how he's going to get out. Similarly, you're looking at a situation in your life where you feel overwhelmingly stuck and you simply don't know how to change things. Perhaps you're in a job that's dissatisfying, yet let you feel like you can't leave because of the money. Maybe you're in a relationship that's stifling or even in some way dishonoring to you. Or even in some way dishonoring to you. Yet you feel you must stay. Perhaps for the kids or because you believe you can't make it on your own. Whatever it is, you find yourself so deeply entrenched that you can't seem to move. Yet, take a moment to notice the rainbow and orbs behind the man. Rainbow here and orbs here. These represent the power of your own spirit, and the message here is a life lesson from your soul. It's time to know that you do have the power to resolve this seemingly unresolvable situation. Stop and figure out the logistical steps you need to take. Meditate on the strength of your soul. You always have options, and you are resourceful and capable enough to figure them out. All right? So I would just say, if you're feeling stuck and like I said, don't sit on this anymore. Like, don't hem and haw anymore. Don't say, maybe next year, maybe next year. Do it now. Do it now, my friends. All right? Okay. That's it. I'll leave that reading there for now. But I will say, lovely Leos, to stay tuned for more readings, because next month I'm going to announce a contest, and you may be interested in it. You might be interested in the prize, and you may be interested in knowing how you might be eligible to win that prize. Okay, take care, my lovely ones. I will see you again very soon. And until then, please know that I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.